Hey, how y'all doing?
Maybe that works.
I turned some light on. Maybe that'll focus us a little better. Focus, Miss Barbara, focus.
We've been cleaning house.
We have been working on our downsizing project. K&R Destinations, Idle Cruises, Dan the Vintage RVer, Lucky Dog Productions moderator Sue, New Horizons, Susan over there, and Jim, Dan the Vintage RVer, cruising with the Colemans. Great to see y'all. This Nomadic Idea, Scott and Ariana. It is great to see y'all in here. To give away your RV was a shock to all of us. Thank you. Apparently, we gave away our RV last night. I had no idea that when we got the new Matilda, we were giving away the old Matilda.
Oh, better not say that too loud.
What does that say right there?
Burn the windows.
Burn the windows.
If you want. I have these old windows that at one time I was going to clean them up.
I see. No, not burn the windows. They'll have to go in the dumpster. We're at that point where we live out in the country, so we have the advantage of having a burn pile. So a lot of the burnable material that's inside our home that that's not worth selling. Some of it may be, but it just the effort to get somebody to come way out here in the country and get it, it's not worth it. So we got a big burn pile going.
Yeah.
Dressers and stuff we've had almost our entire marriage. Dressers and bureaus and nightstands.
Yeah.
And we're piling it up, and we're going to set a big bonfire, and maybe we'll video that and watch our memories from 40 years, the old couch and the old love seat and all that stuff go up in flames.
It's not worth giving it away, so we're going to throw it away, or in this case, burn some of it up.
Burn some of it, that which is consumable by fire, and that which is not, we're going to hire one of those 30-day dumpsters to come over, and we're going to put it on the lot, and we're going to throw a lot of stuff in it. We if you caught our live stream last night with RV on the Wayside, with Donovan and Jody, we were talking about the fact that we're incompatible. Even after 40 years of marriage, we've determined that we're incompatible.
Yeah.
Because she is a hoarder and I'm a hoarder. And we have behind us a home that is full of over 40 years of stuff.
Oh, easily.
And that doesn't include the barn and the shed.
I'm not going to use gasoline to start the fire, Dan.
Somebody remembers that. Good for you, Dan.
No, we're not going to do that. Anyway.
Good for you.
Yeah, and cruising with the Colemans still like your decals on the refrigerator, so you'll have to tell them how to get that.
Absolutely. Lippy Lisa Lipsticks, good to see you. K&R Destinations, Over the Hill RV. Linda Barker, good to see you here. Also nursing our travel bug, great. They're going to be on next. Don't forget. I don't think the Art of RVing, Carrie and
they weren't on today.
Mark and Carrie weren't on today.
No. We were at lunch with our work crew. Yeah,
we hired a work crew to come over and do some of the heavy lifting from upstairs. We live in a 2-story home, which just compounds the effort of downsizing, because you got all your living space upstairs, which means all your heavy furniture, all your years of clutter and accumulation are all upstairs.
Yeah.
So the process has begun, though. We've made a good dent in it this weekend.
We really have. We've got quite the burn pile. It's going to be a bonfire that can be seen for miles and miles. But
it is overwhelming, though, sometimes when you look at what you've done and you look at what still yet has to be done. Whew. I mean, I'm just thinking about just that shed back there in the back.
I'm not thinking about that because you and the boys built that shed and you and the boys put stuff in that shed. And I haven't been in it since it existed.
I understand, but there's boxes and boxes of our Navy history in that shed.
Well, that's the hard part. And I saw the comment in there about, Dan the Vintage RVer says 40 years and in the military, that's quite an accomplishment. That's quite a lot of stuff.
It is, so. and paperwork. Because Miss Barbara was saying the other day, I had to get we got a printer scanner because we took some advice from watching videos with Alice and Larry. Downsizing makes sense, you know, with that small fifth wheel they have, very small. You know what I'm talking about, Scott. You know what I'm talking about, small downsizing. But anyway, they got a scanner and they went through all of their memories, their photo albums, their important paperwork, which we have a lot of military paperwork, all of the medical paperwork, all of the discharge paperwork, things like that we need to keep. It is scattered in multiple different locations. As we come across it, we need to scan it. So I got a printer scanner ready to hook up yesterday. And so over the course of the next 30 days, we're going to, as we come across that material, we'll be scanning that in and saving that digitally so that we will at least have copies of it. We're way behind on the chat here. New Horizons, Susan, good to see you. Let's see how many folks in the room. We've got
PLA, we've got Nursing Our Travel Bug, we've got Joe and
Jerry Holly. Hello there. Good to see you, Jerry. I know you're back from Quartzsite, Arizona. I think you're in where? Kentucky, not Kentucky, Oklahoma, Kentucky.
I don't know where they are.
Something like that. Let us know where you are, Jerry.
But we've got tons of people in here, and we're not ignoring y'all. We're just trying to catch our breath. We paid our work crew good money, and if I had my way, they would have been paid good money for about an hour's worth of work. And Ricky came up with some new assignments. So,
well, I had to.
I know.
I mean, I had to get their money's worth. Yeah. They had to get their money's worth.
They had to get their money's worth.
So anyway, they kind of huffed, but they went on about it, and
because they got paid well.
They got paid very well, and we fed them. At least 2/3 of the work crew. We fed 2/3 of the work crew today, and then we brought them here to do the heavy lifting down from upstairs, which with my knee surgery a month and a half out, I just couldn't do it. And Miss Barbara with her legs, her knees, neither one of us can load that heavy equipment downstairs, and that's hard for me to say.
And it's been hard for you because you have been throwing stuff away. I'm so proud of you.
I threw away a Black & Decker cordless drill yesterday, gentlemen, with the battery, 2 batteries and a charger. I threw them away. It was old, and I've already got like 2 or 3 other ones. I didn't need them. Nobody I know needs them. It's an older model, and I don't know if you can get the batteries for it, probably, but I threw it away. You know how hard that is for me? I threw away 2 trophies I got when I was in my teens.
But you did not throw away your Boy Scout manual.
I didn't throw away my Boy Scout manual. And I haven't yet thrown away my high school diploma, which is still in the folder. But I did throw it away, but then I reached in there and got it and took it out. And I'm thinking, who in the world is ever going to ask to see my high school diploma? And unfortunately, that is the frame of mind that we have to get in. We have to get in that frame of mind. Does my child, any of my 3 children and their significant others, do any of them want my high school diploma to clutter up their home? No. Yet it's so hard to throw it in the trash can. It's so hard to take that Boy Scout manual that I have had since I was 11, and I have made notations on almost every page. I can't scan that Boy Scout manual.
He hasn't even looked at it in 40-some years.
40-some years. But it's my Boy Scout manual. And to throw that in the trash or the burn pile, it's going to happen, because why do I need it? I have the memories. And we're downsizing. If we really want this dream of full-time RVing to come true, we've decided that we're going to get a small storage space. because there is family stuff,
There is a few
China
things.
and do we have China?
I have China, but I think it's going to. Well, we've talked also some of the bigger stuff, the China cabinet, and all that. All your office equipment.
That's going to be sold.
And your main tool.
The tool collection, right out
because
in the workshop.
We remodeled the house ourselves, and so he's got all sorts of tools. And so anyway, we're going to do an estate sale for all of that sort of stuff.
As my brother said, it's overkill. You know, I've got like out there in the work.
His brother would say, "Can I borrow a tool?" And we tell him to go out into the garage, and he'd go out there, and he just couldn't pick anything out because there was too much stuff.
There's like 14 putty knives. But they're all different sizes, and they're all clean putty knives. So what do you do with 14 putty knives? You throw them away? You throw them away? I've got one of those things that sprays the popcorn ceiling. You know, the hopper that sprays, you know, you hook it up to an air compressor, and it's a nozzle, and it sprays the popcorn ceiling. I have that. I can't throw it away. Somebody can use it. But I'm running out of time. If I'm going to retire in April, I'm not only up against our home downsizing, I'm up against downsizing at work.
Yeah.
I have to get everything ready at work to turn over to some other engineer. I have to get the office ready to turn over to some other manager, and the sales team to turn over to some other sales manager.
That's your boss's problem.
Well, no, that's my problem. That's just like downsizing here. I've got to downsize there because obviously not nearly as much, but I have a lot of personal stuff at work too.
Yeah.
And most of that has to go away. A huge box of memorabilia that you've collected over years in the radio business, microphones, autographed guitars, hats, you know, concert tickets and lanyards and things that you've collected that mean so much.
Today I threw away the tickets to Rain.
The Beatles.
The Beatles show.
I threw away a lanyard today with our Kenny Chesney ticket on it.
And I threw a lanyard away that had the Gulf Coast Pepsi Gulf Coast jam.
See, things like that.
Memories.
Why keep them? They're memories, but they got to go.
So anyway, it's been a very busy weekend. We started yesterday, and yeah.
All right, let's try to catch up some here on the chat.
We're going to start from the bottom. Indiana boy.
Cruising with the Coleman says an estate sale sounds perfect.
Because then they come over and they take it away with them, and we don't.
Come get it. Cash on the barrelhead.
Yeah,
you want it, you know, if you're the highest bidder, you know, you want it, take it. Get out of here.
Yep.
And then pay the auctioneer his 20%. And really all it's going to be is the large furniture that's good. The dining set, the table and chairs and leaves and the china cabinet.
That all matches.
All of that. And all of the tools. I mean, the drill press and the chop saw and the table saw and the sander and the router, and then all of the numerous tools that go along with it. They can just walk in and go, "Hey, I want it all. I'll give you $200 for it." Done.
Just take it.
Unfortunately, I can't let that table saw, drill press, chop saw, and that's all rigid stuff.
Yeah, and so I guess we gave an RV away last night, Susan.
How did we do that? How did we do that? Since you already gave away a RV last night for the Q21 meetup, so give everything else away on your channel. Apparently, Quartzsite 2021, they had their big meetup, and somehow we gave away Matilda. I would love to hear that story if someone could tell us, because I do not recall it. Now, listen. I've been known to get a little tipsy and give somebody a super chat of $400. And some of you know what I'm talking about. But I don't remember super chatting our RV away last night.
I don't think we did, because we were actually in Matilda last night.
We were sitting in Matilda. We sit in Matilda. We live in Matilda. So that's why we're downsizing. In fact, we don't even have a bed upstairs anymore.
It went away.
It's gone. Did the frame go too?
No, the frame's still up there. We'll have to handle that ourselves. You just fold it. I believe I got the frame up there in the first place, so we can get rid of the frame. But anyway, yeah, I want to know who we gave it to, because we need to have a little discussion here. Anyway, yeah, Ricky's not going to fake his own death to make a clean break from all this hoarding.
Hey, Dan, don't think that hadn't been a thought. Change my name, my identity, go into the Hoarding Witness Protection Program. Just escape it, just leave it, because when I look at it, it is just a daunting task. When I watched Alice and Larry, and I watched our Epic RV Adventure, when I saw them on their video downsizing, they had a tidy house, and their closets had a few things in them, and they had a shed out there with a few rakes and a hoe and, and things like that. And I'm going, no, you don't understand. You do not. My office alone, my old office in my home alone is going to be a day and a half, 2 days work going through everything.
Oh, gosh,
in there.
yeah.
Just the collectibles in there. And when I say collectibles, I mean junk. I've got a collection of Teletubbies in there. What do I have to throw them away?
There's no room for them. You'll have to get a picture of you.
There's a weasel in there somewhere.
In a box.
In a box.
The one that you've created.
Yeah, in a box.
That you used to scare my boys.
A weasel in a box. He's in there. There's, oh my gosh. Pick a 10 by 10 space and start with that. I understand that.
Then move on to the next 10 by 10.
Yeah,
no.
That's what I told Michael at our Epic RV Adventure. He said what they did was
10 by 10.
They cleaned out a area in their home, and they took some painter's tape and they laid off a 10 by 10 square. And whatever they wanted to keep in a storage unit, they put inside that 10 by 10 square. And I said, once you fill up that 10 by 10 square, they were saying that that's it. You either have to take something out of that square to put something new in. And I said, well, you got plenty of painter's tape. Just make yourself a larger square. You go 12 by 12, or you go 15 by 15, 16, and so forth. No, that's not the way it works.
Scott from this Nomadic Idea, he's one that won our RV.
Yeah.
You get it. Scott can only take it if he takes it with the generator.
And you have to. You got to have the generator too. And let me ask Scott, New Horizons. How did they actually? What was it, by lot? Was it by drawing? Was it by happenstance? Was it chance? Pick a number. How did we actually give Matilda away? If you could tell us that, I'd love to know.
We need a video.
Fatima,
otherwise, it didn't happen.
Fatima says, you're cracking me up. The tape off. The tape off is helpful. It is. Donate it all. POA that we're going to donate. We've already, in fact, we missed an opportunity to drop off 3 big bags today at the thrift store.
I'll drop them off in the morning. Yesterday, I filled up the back of my car and I dropped off several bags and boxes. And tomorrow I've got some stuff I want to take to the senior center, and most of the other stuff is going to go to the mission. So yeah, that's a big part of our plan is the donation. So just get rid of it. And that made him upset this morning, because every time he was taking, I says, that can be donated. That can be donated. That can be donated. And he's kind of getting like, he's throwing everything away. And I'm saying that can be donated. So I'm donating. She's having to help me with what to throw away, which is basically anything that means anything to me, and what to donate, which is any knick-knack or clothing, obviously clothing. All of my shoes and boots, they're going to go. Although there's some boots up there that go into the burn pile.
But there's a lot of shoes
Into
and
the
clothing
dumpster.
and
We got to
stuff like
stop saying
that.
burn pile. Now we're into the dumpster stage.
We're pretty close to that.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to run across a lot more as we venture on through the house.
Sure.
Like, what are you going to do? My wife, if she has a certain specialty of hoarding, you know, if you're a hoarder, you're a hoarder. You know, you cover the gambit, but some people specialize in certain areas. They have their specialties. And her speciality is Tupperware with no lids. She has a kitchen full of Tupperware and plasticware and Rubbermaid and butter containers. In fact, I can't even find the kitchen table because it is under Tupperware, Rubbermaid, isn't it? Am I telling a story?
You're not, but can I tell you why?
Why?
Because I'll put something in a container.
Yeah.
And you and the boys,
yeah,
you're all guilty, would microwave with the lid on, and then the lid doesn't fit anymore. Now, for the most part, I just usually throw it all away because you like to microwave stuff that has a lot of tomato sauce in it, and that never comes out.
We're not going to microwave through that much Chef Boyardee in 15 years.
We don't have that much.
We do have that much. In fact, that's going to be the next shot on my video is that table and that closet. That closet. I built you a closet in the kitchen.
Well, there's a lot of good stuff in that closet, like my
donating.
Cookware. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. If it can't
like your what?
My pots and pans.
Oh, well, of course. Things we haven't used in what?
A long time.
A long time.
So it'll all be donated.
We have not cooked.
I've been trying to get people to take those.
We haven't cooked since our children moved away. We have not cooked a complete meal in that kitchen, with the exception of crock pot meals and Instapot meals.
Denial is part of the learning curve. Yes, it is.
It's rough. It's rough. We said that this the topic of today's live stream was going to be the ups and downs. The downs is exactly what we're going through now, is having to go through this.
Yeah.
I'm still scanning here to see exactly how was our. Let's see. Jim said that he talked to you, Ricky, and you said that Scott from Nomadic. This nomadic idea is to win your RV, but Scott said you can keep the generator. LOL. Florida was enough on the generator. You know that generator, Scott, went back to Florida with us and Matilda, and we ran it. And every time we cranked it up, we thought about you. We didn't have a lot of neighbors nearby, and we were able to park our tow vehicle.
And some were too close, and that's why we ran the generator.
It says, Dan, the vintage RVer, rotational hoarder, get rid of the stuff just to collect new stuff. That's exactly right. It's like the comedian George Carlin said that a home is just a place for your stuff. That's my stuff. Get your own stuff. And then you start collecting stuff. And it's just, I had a bag this morning. Was it this morning? It was this morning. A bag. I reached and grabbed it, and it weighed about, I don't know, good 15, 20 pounds. And it's like a heavy-duty trash bag. And I opened it up and looked down in it, and there was every conceivable size of paperclip, ballpoint pen, screw, nail, a dime, a penny. And I'm telling you,
away.
I can't sort through it. I guess I could get a magnet, and everything that stuck to the magnet would be trash, and everything that didn't, we'd keep it and see if we could get something for it. But the downs are you both just getting back down to earth. Look at it that way. We are. And it's going to feel better on the other side. I know it truly is, because number one, the thing I always keep in the back of my mind is that one day we're going to be gone.
Yeah.
And do we really want our children to have to come to our estate, our home, and go through the junk and do what we're doing now, throwing away memories? When we come across something that we think our children would like to have, we're setting it aside. And that's the whole purpose of the 10 by 10 storage unit. But everything else that means something to us, that means absolutely squat to them, is going away.
Yeah.
It's going away. If it really has strong significance, we'll snap a picture of it, smiling next to it, throw it away. Scan it. If it's an important document, throw it away. And so that's the number one thought, not just the fact that one day I want to sit on a beach somewhere with my RV and know that everything I own is in a 10 by 10 storage unit or in my RV. And that I do not have just, junk laying everywhere somewhere in multiple different locations, which we have now. And we're slowly going through that. But really, it's the fact that we don't want our children to have to deal with that one day.
Yep.
And we have dealt with that since my father died, since my mother passed. Come over here and clean this shed out. We, some of that stuff means a lot to my mother and my father, meant a lot to them, but it holds no real meaning to us. And we have our own junk.
We have our own junk.
You have your own junk. And if my sister Renee is watching, good to have you tuned in. But at the same time, I didn't mean that in a harsh way. We have our own junk. We all do. Everybody does. So we can't take on more. We simply cannot.
Yep. And, we've lived in Matilda now for a year. And we know that we can do without it.
We do.
But we do want to scan a bunch of stuff, take pictures. That means a lot of files, a lot of folders. Earlier, I think it was the Colemans or somebody. No, it was, I forgot who, because she's not on the screen.
Check that out.
What's that?
Lippy Lisa Lipsticks talking about Chris, her husband, 25 years of Coast Guard manuals and paperwork.
Yep.
They're going through that too.
We're being waved at. Our crew is leaving.
Let me go see what's on the burn pile.
But yeah, we've got a lot of stuff. The smartest thing I did when my mother passed, and again, nothing against my family, is I only asked for two things.
It was nasty, wasn't it?
Her Eastern Star Bible, and she had a beer stein from Germany that played Eiselweill. And so those are the only two things I have from my mother. Now, any documents with a notary seal on it, original birth certificates, car titles and stuff. I do have a small fireproof safe that we'll put into it. And paying them more money.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I want to get paid that well. Anyway,
thanks, JW.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Oh, I got $1. Woo. I worked 2 days for this. 2 days for $1. Anyway, since they all interrupted me, I have no idea what I was talking. Oh, birth certificates and card. I have a small fireproof safe box type thing that we'll put those kind of things, the birth certificates, original DD-214s, all the important stuff that we have to have. But nowadays, you're learning more and more. You can go to the courthouse and get what you need.
You haven't earned that whole $1 yet.
I most certainly have.
No, ma'am,
in
you
2
haven't.
days.
No, ma'am, you haven't. It ain't over yet.
I still got to go upstairs and clean the bedroom for the dogs.
Let me tell you just one little quick snippet. Today I came across a box. Remember the old black 3x5 index card boxes with a little flip lid, and it's basically a black leatherette looking cardboard box.
Okay.
You open it up, it's got the manila dividers.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of 3x5 index cards in it.
Okay.
I found this box.
Okay.
In that box, handwritten on every card, alphabetically organized, were the tapes that my mother made, the reel-to-reel tapes that my mother made of music when we were stationed in England from 1967 to 1970. The best years for rock and roll coming out of Britain, 1967 to 1970. We listened to pirate radio off the coast of England, and she would record the music on reel-to-reel, and then she would catalog it on 3x5 cards, handwritten, every song. And then she would put them in that box. You know, this was obviously pre-computer days. That was her way of organizing her music. If she wanted to hear a song, she'd open that box, go alphabetically through the card, pull out the card, and it would have a number on the reel-to-reel, and then you'd hit play, and there's your song. I threw that away. Just saying, it's those type of memories that are so hard to say who is going to get any value out of this other than my memory of that. It was one of the hardest things I threw away today. But I looked at it and I said, why? Why keep this? The tapes are gone. The tapes have long since, the magnetic tapes have long since disintegrated. They're gone. They left years ago. But there was that 3x5 index box full of her handwriting. And it's just tough. It's tough. And we also talked about the ups and downs. I'm going to consider this an up. The work we're doing now is an up.
This is an up.
This is an up.
Yes.
This is not a down. Yes, it's hard to get rid of this stuff, but getting rid of it is an up.
Yes.
The downside is our brand new diesel pusher, which is sitting in a repair shop in Dothan, Alabama, having only put 350 miles on it from Mississippi. We got it here to Alabama. If you haven't heard this story, we got it here to Alabama, and we were getting ready to go to Tampa. This was, a week and a half ago?
Oh, gosh.
2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, we're getting ready to go to Tampa. So we spent that weekend driving to Mississippi and bringing back our new diesel pusher, a a Holiday Rambler Endeavor diesel pusher. And we drove her back 350 miles, one of the best trips, just as smooth, that air ride and that diesel motor, all that power, and just beautiful. She's about 39 feet long, and she's got a slide, almost a 3/4 slide on the living side and the kitchen side. And it's what we've been looking for. And it came at a great time. It came at a great price. It came at some great pain to those who let it go. Our dear friends over in Mississippi, they had to let go. They had to let go of that, and hopefully they'll move on to a trailer or a fifth wheel, something that's a little more manageable for their health situation. But anyway, we went and got it and brought it back, and I was under it the morning we were getting ready to leave. And I'm under it, hooking up the tow hitch to the receiver on the back for Gobi. And I noticed a couple of drips falling out near the engine. Well, I'm thinking, okay, she's been running a little bit. So, condensation off the compressor or something like that. Turns out it was coolant, antifreeze. And it was leaking out of the water pump, and the leak became torrential and finally just started pouring out of I'm going to assume it was coming out of the weep hole around the seal of the water pump. So after an entire day of dealing with 2 wreckers just to get her into town, because I didn't dare drive her, she's now sitting at the Freightliner Caterpillar repair shop in Dothan, Alabama. And we're looking at about $3.5 grand just for a water pump. And I know a lot of you now are going to holler out in the chat area, no way! That's not what a water pump costs for a Caterpillar motor, a 3126. That's no way. Well, I can't do it myself, and that is the certified repair shop, and I want it done right.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, apparently that's what I'm going to have to pay. You know, and in my younger days, I'd have tackled it myself. But nowadays, I open the back of that diesel pusher and I see the first thing I'm confronted with is the oil cooler and the radiator. And I got to start going through that stuff. And there's limited access under the bed from inside the RV. You know, when you lift your bed, you got storage area and a lot of RVs. Well, when we lift our bed, we have some storage area, but we also have access to the top of the Caterpillar 3126, the 6-cylinder that pushes that puppy. And I couldn't get to it from the top. I couldn't get to it from the side. There's no access panel. You're going to have to go in right in through the back, and that radiator and transmission cooler and all of that stuff just to get to it. And then my rinky-dink tools, it's going to take some diesel, you know, compressed power tools.
Now he says he doesn't have enough tools or the right tools. It's about time now. You should take a picture of her handwriting, referring to Ricky's mother. My sister-in-law did that for my niece, Maxine's granddaughter, only granddaughter. For Christmas this year, she got a picture frame with some of her recipes, the actual cards with her handwriting. And
yes, Mr. Roboto, 3126 water pump went south, but they should have the part tomorrow and have it fixed for us in a couple of days. And fortunately, we're financially set to handle something like that. It's not going to be a problem. It's a kink in the road. So kink in the road. It's a bump in the road. It's a hitch in the giddy up. That's what it is.
But anyway.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
That's actually a downer though for me.
Well, it's a downer
because we wanted her here, and we wanted. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna let Miss Barbara tell this side of the story. The morning we're getting ready to drive, we're gonna spend the day getting ready, and then we're gonna drive at night Wednesday night down to Tampa to be there Thursday morning. So Miss Barbara picks up the story from here.
I completely moved all of the bedding, including the mattress pads, into Matilda D. I moved all the stuff in the bathroom, and I'm talking about all the stuff.
Clarify Matilda G and Matilda D.
Matilda G is the current Matilda that we're in, gas motor. Matilda D is the diesel, and once Matilda G finds herself a new home, then we'll just have Matilda. But anyway, I had just moved all of that stuff in, and he comes up and tells me that we can't take her. And I had to move all of that stuff back to her original location, which is in Matilda G. And that was a lot of work. I was tired, very tired.
So did Matilda G throw a hex on Matilda D?
She did. Well, yeah, you know, she said that
she's sitting here in the yard, and down the driveway comes
with this
big diesel pusher rumbling down the driveway, and Matilda G goes, "I'll fix your cookies." And next thing you know, she's dripping antifreeze, and Matilda G is going, "Let's go to Tampa." So we loaded, I say Miss Barbara, because I'm still repairing this knee, and I did very little to help. But she got everything back in. And the old Matilda G.
Yep.
And we took off for Tampa.
We did.
And Matilda G got us there and back like she always does.
Like she always does. She's going to be a great RV for somebody.
That's right. She is.
We absolutely love her. And
it's about time now, Dan the Vintage RVer. We told Jeep no and went to YouTube and found a way to fix it for only $50. Good luck. Yeah, what is it? It's about time now. The Jeep dealer said $2,000 to fix it. That's true. That's the Jeep heater coil was clogged. So I hope that is
well, now
that's
if
Brad
you
and Diana.
Did not, yeah, it is. But if you did not have this knee surgery, you would have gone onto YouTube and figured out how in the world you could have fixed that.
Well, no, I already watched it. I watched one video where the very same year, not the same model, but the same year of RV,
yep,
and the same motor, the same Caterpillar motor. But the difference was they had access through their basement. When they opened their basement, there was a panel there, and you take the screws off, and you could access the side of the Caterpillar motor. And so I ran out immediately and opened up that area, and there's nothing. There's no access. Now, some people would say, well, cut your own access and fix your own Caterpillar. Well, I'm not ready to do that with an RV I just bought. Everything about her is original, and she runs good and she looks good. And I'm going to try to keep it that way. But, and I know Miss Barbara would have a fit if she comes out and I'm in there with a saw, cutting out a big square inside the bay where the electrical hookup is, just to access the side. But anyway, I watched a video, and these two gentlemen, using just simple tools they had. I mean, just a simple ratchet set, a couple of extenders, no big torque bars or anything. Just using a regular toolbox, they were able to go in and release the idler pulley, the tensioner, release that. They were able to break loose all the bolts. They were able to remove the water pump and the seal, and they were able to put a brand new water pump and a seal back in there and get it all tightened down with a flashlight and their tools at the campground. And of course, that just hurt me, because I'm thinking, I know damn well I can replace a water pump. I've replaced a lot of water pumps, and I really didn't expect it to cost that much money, but unfortunately, I'm willing to pay it.
Well, I think you made the right decision. Just like, it's about time now. Brad and Diane, they said that you made the right decision. We need to get her fixed and on the road properly.
Yeah.
And
we got a big summer planned.
We do have a big summer plan.
Huge.
So
huge.
So you did the right thing. And just think, once we sell the house, we'll have a little bit more money monthly.
Yeah.
Because we won't be paying that mortgage or the electricity bill.
That's right. It's about time now. YouTube said it needed to be backflushed. Backflush it. I say that. I probably say that a couple of times every day. Somebody comes in the sales office and they go, blah, 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 blah. I go, hey, backflush it. Backflush it. Dan, the Vintage RVer, says it's better than frostbite. I know that's right. I like that comment. Mr. Roboto says, I'll fix your cookies.
That's because you said that earlier.
I know.
But it's been a very eventful weekend. I told him that before we even went to lunch, I already had half my steps in for the day. And
just going up and down the stairs.
Up and down the stairs and, getting stuff to donate and put it in my car. So it was quite a bit.
Have we sent off the prizes and everything to everybody who's won gift cards and ball caps?
Yep. Yep. And
would you like to give away another ball cap today?
Sure. We can do that.
Let's see what I got here in my prize bag.
This prize
dun,
bag.
Dun, dun. I'm just going to, whatever ball cap I pull out, whatever color of ball cap it is that I pull out, I don't want to give away my gas stop.
No.
Unfortunately, I put that in the prize bag too. Okay, so there's the one I pulled out. What is that? That's blue.
The blue RV Underway ball cap. We're going to do it for a deck of cards.
Blue RV Underway ball cap. We're going to use the cards. And basically, I just need the face of the card, whether it's king through ace, if you count that way, or if it's 2 through ace, you count that way, whatever. And I'm going to need to know the color.
Ooh,
not the suit, not the suit, But I need
Whether
a
it's red
color
or black.
like red 9 or black queen. Okay, but I don't need it yet. Miss Barbara is going to type go in the comments, and when she types go, I'm going to start shuffling these cards.
Oh, you're not
And the
going to shuffle
winner-
early? Okay.
And the winner is going to get a blue RV Underway ball
Okay.
cap.
You ready for me? Get the cards out.
Let me get the
Separate the jokers.
okay.
Because
Here goes
everybody
the
will say that they're a
joker. And the
joker.
Facebook. There's a joker there. There's a joker there, and we are raring to go.
All right.
All right, I'm shuffling.
Just want to make sure you didn't cheat anybody. 2 advertisement cards and 2 jokers are out of the deck.
Yeah, because now they come with, used to be just come with 2 jokers. Now they come with an advertising card and then a card that has a scannable QR code for an app for bicycle cards.
All right. Ready for me to type go? Or
Go!
All right. He's doing 52 pickup.
Yeah, 52 pickup.
All right.
These cards are, they're stiff.
Well, they're brand new.
I know.
Joker, and a triple. All right.
Okay, I'm going to cut it from the middle. I'm going to cut it from the bottom. Then I'm going to cut it in half.
All right.
The card on top is going to be our winner, and Miss Barbara can see it, and I can see it.
All right.
And we're now looking for it. We're looking for that card. That card, can you see it? No, you can't see it, but that's the card we're looking for. Keep trying. Keep trying.
It's not up there yet.
Yeah, it's not up there yet. Keep poking them in there. Red or black, and then the face of the card.
Yes.
Hey, boy, that Mr. Roboto, black 9.
Black 9.
There it is.
All
clubs. Right. The 9 of clubs. Congratulations, Dominigato, Mr. Roboto.
Please send me an email with your mailing address at rvunderway@gmail.com. rvunderway@gmail.com. And congratulations to Mr. Roboto.
Dominigato. All right, till next time. There you go. Blue ball
right,
cap
blue
is
ball
going
cap.
to Mr. Roboto.
Excellent, excellent.
But nobody has the RV underwear ball cap. There's very few of them out there. There's several stickers out there. You know, Talon from our Epic RV Adventure, Talon on her service vest.
Yes.
There is a
Pin.
button.
And you only had like
10.
You had that many?
I had 10.
Okay.
And I gave away most of them. And Talon wears one on her service vest wherever she goes with Michael at our Epic RV Adventure.
Sure.
I think that's pretty cool. In fact, we just saw him last week at Tampa.
Yeah, when we were in
there
Tampa.
she was wearing that service vest. Congratulations, Mr. Roboto. Squeeze the Day. There's a new one. Squeeze the Day. Yes. Journey via Lily's Lens. Great to see you in here. Let's see what else. Ford Man, a.k.a. Kenneth Oaks. Great to see you, Kenneth. Great to have you in here. Now, proceeding onward in America. Whoa, hang on now. Over the Hill RV just dropped a $20 super chat. Super chat. I can't do it. Can't do it like a Traveling Robert. Here, I'll do it like Traveling Robert. Super chat. How about that? For coffee and other type beverage to drink while downsizing. Probably going to have to spend it on Band-Aids. Band-Aids, mercurochrome, and methylate. Does anybody remember mercurochrome and methylate? Anybody? Iodine? And one of them stung and one of them didn't. Mercurochrome and methylate. You know, they put it on. It came in a little bottle about like this right here. Had one of them little things on it like that.
Just like that.
Just like that. And
what is that? Oh, that's your toothache stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a toothache, so I got that handy. But and they would put it on the cut. One of them burned and one of them didn't. And whenever you'd scrape your knee or something or get a cut and you'd run to your mama crying, she'd come at you with one of them bottles and you didn't know which bottle she had. You didn't know which one she had.
You
The
guys
one
weren't smart.
that burned or the one that didn't.
See, when we were little, the one that burned,
Yeah.
there was 5 of us kids. So the one that burned, whichever child got burned, the other girls,
Stop crying.
we hid it so that we wouldn't get burned again.
Oh, you hid that bottle? Whoa, Jerry Holly. Once again, thank you very much, Over the Hill RV, for that $20 super chat. You didn't have to do that. Please, you don't have to do that. Jerry Holly, Band-Aid fun. Exactly. Band-Aids. My daddy used to tell me, if I ain't bleeding, I ain't doing it right. In fact, I did a video, part of that rigging the tow vehicle, where I'm, whoa, imagine your odyssey. Stop, people, stop. Thank you. Imagine your odyssey. Just in case you need to invite Jack or Jim for support. It's more rum these days than it is Tennessee or Kentucky bourbon. So
yeah, we invite the captain over.
We invite the captain over, or Sailor Jerry or something like that. But imagine your odyssey, Jerry Holly, Over the Hill RV. Thank y'all so much, and let that be it. Okay, we'll find some way to recycle this money into prizes or to a worthy charity. It is 3:52 p.m. Wow. 8 minutes to go on this live stream. Lucky Dog Productions moderator Sue, thank you, Sue. She has put in the chat area Jerry Holly's link, also Over the Hill RV's link, and Imagine Your Odyssey. She'll have that taken care of as well, and she's also going to drop the link for Nursing Our Travel Bug. Exactly. Yes. Over the Hill RV and Imagine Your Odyssey has more money than me. That's what Jerry Holly said. I ain't seen none of y'all. Monkey's blood stings. Mercurochrome. Journey via Lily's lens. Monkey's blood stings. Mercurochrome. It was mercurochrome that stung. Methylate, I guess, didn't.
Downsizing tip: we pull all the booze in the same bottle. We were actually talking the other day.
Oh, no. Yesterday. Linda, great idea.
He's talking about, he wants to know how to make a Long Island iced tea.
Yeah.
He's had them before.
Love them.
But now it's time. He's hinting around for me to
or for us to figure out how to make
one.
And it had, the problem with a Long Island iced tea is it's got every liquor known to mankind.
Just about
poured into it, and then what they do is they take Coca-Cola and they go foot just for a little color.
You gotta make it look like iced tea.
Yeah, to make it look like iced tea. And what's that thing you said? Triple sec?
It's got triple sec in it, but that's really sweet. I mean, that's
is that just a sweetener content, or something?
I guess so.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I honestly don't remember what Long Island iced tea tastes like, because if I've ever had any, it's only been a sip.
Thank you, Jerry. Jerry Holly, our moderator, has dropped the link for Nursing Our Travel Bug, who will be coming on here in 6 minutes' time, 6 minutes from now. Make sure you set your clocks. It's all synchronized now. 6 minutes, mark. 6 minutes from, 5 minutes, mark. You have to do that again. Nursing Our Travel Bug, 5 minutes away on a YouTube channel near you. And yes, it is near you. Thank you again, Over the Hill RV, Imagine Our Odyssey, and Jerry Holly for those super chats today. And remember, there's all kinds of ups and downs in the RV life. But as long as there's more ups than there are downs.
Absolutely.
And so far for us, there have been more ups.
There's been a lot more ups.
A lot more ups.
We've been real
downs. Lucky. And we'll get through this downsizing as well. And we'll get through getting the new Matilda D fixed. Get her here. We're looking for a desk. Let's talk about that for just a minute.
Okay.
The desk we have, if you've ever watched one of our videos called the IKEA desk install, we took the dinette out and we put the IKEA desk. We visited IKEA in Tampa last year.
We did.
We bought this desk and we bought that filing cabinet, or that cabinet drawers.
This cabinet, the drawers. Oops.
And Johnny's Journey, $10 water pump fund. Now that that is thank you so much, Johnny. I certainly appreciate it. And if you've not checked out Johnny's channel, we'll have a link to it here in just a couple of minutes from Sue or Jerry Holly. Johnny's Journeys. She is in the van life community, and her and Vanderella have a new van. I guess it's new as of, I think it was premiered at, there's Johnny's Journeys link right there. Thank you, Sue. Premiered it at Mayberry.
Okay.
You know, I think we all saw it for the first time, and what a great job they do, and what a very talented person Johnny is, not only in her vocation, which is taking care of sick folks, but also she is extremely handy when it comes to rigging those vans. So you need to check out that channel. You'll just be mesmerized. You just sit there and go, oh, you know, because you really want to be doing it too. You want to be running the saw and building things and fixing things, and she carries you along as things go. So,
I did want to say something real quick, little PSA.
Yep.
Something that was on my heart. In our community, we have quite a few folks that are traveling nurses. And that reminded me, now I pray that nobody has to go to the hospital for any reason. But if you do, at least I'm going to ask if there's a traveling nurse there and thank them.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, just, you know, I mean, if you happen to be there anyway, I'm going to ask, do you have any traveling nurses? And then I want to see if I can meet them and just say thank you, you know, because that's an incredible
calling.
It surely is. I mean, I could never be a nurse. I tell everybody, if it's more than a Band-Aid, we call 911. More than a Band-Aid, 911. I cried when my boys got their baby shots, so I can't do any of that. But Johnny's Journey, Nursing Our Travel Bugs, and so many others are traveling nurses. And they come to our different communities. Yes, they're on contract. Yes, they're working and getting paid, but they don't have to be there. They're actually coming in, and I think that's amazing.
It is. We got 1 minute to go, T-minus 1 minute. Congratulations to Mr. Roboto. Next week, Sunday, we'll give away another ball cap. And Mr. Roboto, we need your email address. Send it to rvunderway@gmail.com.
Gmail.com.
rvunderway@gmail.com. Over the Hill RV, Imagine Your Odyssey. Also, Johnny's Journeys, and Jerry Holly. Thank y'all for the super chats today very much. Thank each and every one of you for joining us on this Sunday afternoon and listening to our ramblings for an hour. And don't forget, coming up next, there's the link from Jerry Holly and Sue at Lucky Dog Productions moderator for Nursing Our Travel Bug. Nursing Our Travel Bug. There's Adventures in Xanadu comes in right at the end.
And so did your sister.
And Renee Hall. Hello, family. Hello, Renee. Love you. Adventures in Xanadu. Sorry you came in right here at the end.
It did go quick.
It did. Wow, went quick. And that's Lisa Lipsticks. Oh, but say real quick what Lippy Lisa Lipsticks has to offer.
She offers the lip sync lipstick, and that's the lipstick that does not rub off.
Check her website.
And then you put on gloss, and it lasts, so you won't put it on your coffee cup. It wears all day long, so check out her website.
All right, it's 4 o'clock. Head on over to Nursing Our Travel Bug with an RV Underway raid. God bless and continue to care for those traveling nurses out there and all first line responders.
Absolutely.
We love you. We'll see you next Sunday. Until then,
fair winds
and following seas.
I jumped the gun. Sorry. I'm sorry.